have a little bit of a backstory on that. So bear with me, Cyclone Nation, and Owen, if you will, for just a moment, because I've had quite the saga with one Bleed Blue Network. Let me just take you behind the curtain a little bit. So a couple weeks ago, right around the time that Momcilovic was still in the process of making his decision on whether or not to stay in the draft or to come back to college, put out a post about, or a tweet rather, at Cyclone Kingdom about whether or not Milan should actually come back. And once it was kind of clear that it seemed like he was leaning that way, I basically said, look, if he goes to Kentucky, it's for financial reasons. And we talked a little about that on the podcast. Well, I got lit up by a lot of Kentucky people, which more often than not are burners. Not Bleed Blue Network. They got in my kitchen a little bit and basically said, softest X account that's ever existed. You don't know what you're talking about. You think the internet's mean to you. Blah blah blah. And so that was at least phase one of the saga. Well, phase two is what we've just experienced over the past couple of days because Owen, you mentioned that you weren't sure who what the name of the account was. It was one Dylan from Bleed Blue Network. He's actually the director of their scouting and their recruiting over there at Bleed Blue Network, and he put out a tweet that said that I'll admit to it. I fell for it. A lot of other people fell for it. It got over 500,000 views on X. That said Momcilovic has spoken to the Kentucky staff and the Louisville staff, and his decision will happen shortly. Not true. Never happened. And I should have known better. I posted the Tim Tebow I Promise speech a couple times on X. A lot of good will come out of this, guys. I will be better. You'll never see, that speech.
Takeaway point of the day: don't believe anything that comes from anyone blue and white. Any Kentucky fans, nothing from that area. Don't believe any of it. Nothing.
With a caveat, I will say, with caveat, and for some reason, some Kentucky fans don't like him apparently, but Matt Jones, who is one of the Kentucky sports reporters, he's got a huge following on X. He seems to be in the know about what's going on. And then I actually want to shout out Jack Pilgrim real quick. Jack Pilgrim's been doing some great work over there for Kentucky as well. I can't remember who he writes for, but he's been doing some great work over there as well. Those are the only two people in the Kentucky camp you should be listening to. Anybody else, including ones that have the little blue check mark, do not listen to them because they are providing false information that even us here at Cyclone Central, who provide you with reliable content, we even fell for that. So apologies for that, first of all. But second of all, watch out there.